Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. Today is Sunday, so I am actually going to try to make some Sunday dinner, which I need to do more often. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to be making, but I have a few ingredients on the table. I have some tofu, I have some, what is this, stuffed mushroom ravioli, some squash, and I also have some a bit of meat here, as I have people in the family that do meat. And this is actually lobster ravioli, some lettuce leaf, cucumber, and stuff like that. So to begin, where do I start? I think I'm gonna do the squash first, then I'm gonna prepare the tofu, and I'm gonna set up the water and stuff like that for those things. So I'm gonna move over to the stove. All right, so here I have some pots, and I think this is actually a good one for the ravioli. And I'm gonna, no, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put the squash in this pot. So I'm just gonna get everything going, and then I'll come back to you. Yes, I am complaining.
You need more than 2 carrots?
You
need more than 2 carrots?
No, just use all of that. So we'll have food. Because we're gonna mix the carrots with the squash, right? All right. And then after we take the squash out, we could drop
so
the.
You want me to peel it off?
Yeah. Wash. No.
Just wash it?
Just wash it and just drop it in, because it's one of the hardest things to do. And then you could wash it. I'll prepare that, and I'll prepare this cook in 4 minutes, so we're gonna do that last. Let me see.
You want me to take out this?
Yes. And this is 4 minutes too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the same water for the ravioli, right? And I like to cook it a little bit longer, so I'm gonna drop mine in to begin with. Take mine out, and then I drop yours in after.
Yeah, do yours first.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's do the this here. I hope I remember tomorrow to make some seitan. I want to bake it. You could actually now. You could show that when you're done. And we're using the same water for that too, hopefully.
For what?
For the squash.
Okay.
If it cook fast. If you're going too slow, we try another pot. What do you think?
Yeah.
Good. Now this is the squash, and look at this. Very, very hard, so I'm going to actually chop it. And I'm just going to cook it in the skin just like that. So this is good. See how hard? Right. And so this is it. Let me chop this also. Alright, so once the water is boiling, I'm going to So once the water is boiling, I'm going to put the squash in. So I'm just going to sit it here and let it rest. Now I'm moving on to the tofu. This is a little tricky. Oops, water. So I'm going to drain this. Now most people tend to press the tofu. I don't have the time for that today, so I'm just gonna slice it. And I still don't know what I'm making with it as yet. So now I'm slicing and thinking, but since I make this so often, most likely I'm just gonna drop it in and do a quick dip. It's all sliced, so what I like to do, let me drain this. What I like to do, I just like to put it in my bowl like this, to let it kind of drain a little. Whoops, breaking. And guys, guess what? Dinner is pretty late. Pretty late today. Slapping it on. right. So then I'm gonna let that drain. So to start, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little salt. I'm gonna use some of this. Sprinkle a little bit. It's a crazy way to drain tofu, but guess what? It worked for me when I'm moving pretty fast. And then a little bit of this. And I'm just gonna let that sit a bit and move on to preparing something else. So here is my tofu, and as you could see, it looks silly what I did, but as you can see, that is drained, and I sprinkle a little black pepper on it and a little bit of hot red pepper flakes. So now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cornstarch over it so that it don't stick to the pot. So there we have it, and now I have my pot over here getting hot. So I'm going to pour some olive oil. Pour about eyeballing. That's enough. Olive oil. Now that this is hot, so I'm just going to drop them in. Oops. Oops, sorry, baby. So here's our finished dinner. We have carrot and string bean in safflower oil, and here we have our squash, and this is done with cheese and lavender seasoning. And then we have our regular salad, and over here we have lobster ravioli, and on this side we have mushroom ravioli, and here is our tofu that is done in a nice sesame ginger dressing. So that's dinner, and now we're gonna eat, so I'm just gonna go dine. I wanna see the numbers. I want you to